24 days to finish the season, no pay to win. BDO isn't what the community says, it's better. But can we talk about this? So I'll be a new player again, please send some help! Hello guys, welcome back to another one. Today we will finish up the gear as much as possible and then we will see where we're at and we will start grinding. I will also be showing you how to set up your UI so you can start learning your class properly. Okay, let's get into it. So first I'm going to choose my Black Star weapons. So we will just do like so. Okay, it won't allow capital letters apparently. So you have to write it exactly as it says, guys. There we go. Don't worry about this because we will get this one, we will just exchange it for this one, Black Star. It doesn't matter, so all good. So I don't have any upgrade stones, so I'm going to spend some of the money that we got for free from the game, from the Y tab. You will get more after playing 50 hours, 100 hours, and completing the adventure journal, which is actually what's next for you. It is a bit tedious or boring, call it whatever you want, but it is what it is. So you're just gonna go here and type concentrated, like so. You can start by buying like 300. You should also have a few yourself, so that should give you a decent start to the upgrade section. So let's finish the weapon. We have a 93 fill stack here. People are using between 80 and 104, so our fill stack is kind of fine. I'm just gonna click skip because that's just me. You see, now we reached quite a significant fail stack. So I'm gonna give it one more try. Then I'm gonna go to this guy. Okay, I don't have any silver. I put it all in the marketplace. Let's just get some of it back. It's going to fail and it's fine. It really is. Don't worry about it. So we talked to this guy. Okay, there should be a 200 one. Okay, whatever, it's fine. So now you have it on SIP, and what you want to do is you just check for the fail stacks again. So they are using 130, so I'm just gonna go with 120, put 10 of these. You want to use your cronstones now, guys, okay? Just you want to use cronstones because otherwise this is gonna be nonsense. Okay, so now it's broken, that's fine. So you want to recover the durability. You do that with cronstones. You can use your artisan memories if you want. I had 10. And then you just use memory fragments. Remember to put the cronstones. Jesus, this thing just doesn't want to go. Okay. Almost pity the first time. Okay, so now we ran out of stones. You want to buy some blackstone powder here. You can just buy like 100, it's fine. I'll show you why. It's because you can mass produce when you do this. So instead of having to create your own stones one by one, you can put these in, as you can see here, right? So on the bottom it says you can mass process with 10x the usual amount of materials and 1 blackstone powder per batch. You don't click mass produce. Mass produce, I know it's a bit confusing, but where it says mass produce is actually for processing. You're not actually, well, you are processing, but ask the game why it made like this. You just click the normal one. So we are almost done with the blackstones. Okay, that should give us another 2 tries on the weapon. Remember to put cronstones, hands protected. No, apparently, okay, whatever. Okay, so now our only option is to go and buy some. So let's see how many we can buy. We can buy 176, 168, that's fine. We'll buy some. It's gonna go all the way to pity, okay. Now it's 100%, so you don't need the cronstone. Okay, we have 2 more upgrades to go. That should be fine. We still have our fail stack here, so just keep going. Okay. I didn't expect us to go all the way to pity, so there's that. Now you just want to repair it as much as possible. That's fine. Okay. So now let's have a look. Our total AP is around, okay, 600, 700, okay. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go out and complete the other of these ones. So there are some other ones here. Defeat 300 monsters. Then we get this. Then catch 1 green grade fish. Defeat 100 monsters. Defeat a rift boss. We'll go do that in a moment. But before we do that, I have here on my second monitor, you can find as well, a guide on this class, because I don't know how to play this class. So let me teach you how to set up your UI. So this one you don't care about anymore. We're gonna remove this, and then this one we're gonna remove as well. Okay, so now you just take these boxes here, you just tick them like this. Wherever you want to place them on your screen, that's up to you. My combo is gonna be around 10, it seems like. Yeah, around 10. Okay, so you can do a few different things here. You just type this up. So some people, this is your skill cooldown. We'll just move everything a little bit out of the way for now. So some people like me, we like to have it down here, the combo itself. Oh, that was fine. You can, however, also just put it differently if you want. Like, it is really up to you. But what I do recommend is that you have your combo one place on the screen in the beginning, so you learn it. You can put your combo here or here or here, it doesn't really matter. And then you have your mobility skills somewhere else. So I usually have my combo down here, and then I have my mobility skills on the right side here, if that makes sense. So the way this is going to look, we're gonna do more with it now. So now you don't see it, right? But if I press K and then click cooldown skill, okay? So my start of my combo is gonna be WRMB. So now I'm gonna find the WRMB. It is this one, Gunslinger's Entrance. I will type here entrance, right? I'll put it to CD slot 1. Then you can see it's right here, okay? Then you're like, okay, you see, it also shows the cooldown. So that's great. But what you can actually do is you can type here in this little field, WRMB, for example, and you see below the skills, it would says WRMB, right? So then I go on to my next ability, which is my Shift RMB. I can see on this guide. So my Shift RMB is this one, Star Spangled Barrage. So I just type star here. You can just type any of the word, right? So that's, I like to say SH plus R like that, because the text can end up overlapping each other if you make the text too long. Or the other option is to simply move them further apart. I like it this way. Whatever way you like it, again, that's up to you. So now it wants my RMB, which should be around here somewhere. Yeah, this one. So that's called Hell Spread. Right? So like this. So this one, I just press, say RMB. So now it's WRMB, Shift RMB, hold RMB. Right? So you see, combo, like that. Okay, that's nice. Now my combo says it wants SF. I forgot which one is SF, so I just have to find it, guys. There you go, quick draw. So I would put that on 4. I say S plus F, like that. So now I know it's WRMB, Shift RMB, RMB, down F. Okay. So this one says Shift X. Which is final draw here. The thing with skill enhancement effects is you can actually put them on your hotkey bar as well. You don't have to do it from... Some abilities you can do from hotkey bar, guys. But remember that they don't flow so well when you are using them from hotkey bar always, right? So in this case, I'm just going to show you how that would look like. So the skill enhancement is called Final Draw. Like so. Put it here. And I can just see it's number 1, right? So now it's WRMB. So now it's WRMB, Shift RMB, RMB, down F, and 1, right? So the next ability my combo wants to use here is Shift E, which should be this one. Right. So again, since it's Shift, I write SH plus E like that. Okay. Then it wants me to use WF. There, Mayhem. So you're starting to understand it now, I suppose, right? Makes sense? And then it wants me to finish off my combo with C. So my C is Beautiful Demolition right here. Now I forgot how far I got into it. Yeah, that was great. So my combo would look like this. This is also what's referred to as an infinite combo. Is it the best combo? Not always. But that's just how it is. Right. So that is great. So now we got the combo on the screen. Now what's next is we wanna, for example, I like to have my mobility skills up here. So we will do like so. That's just the way I like to set it up, guys. You don't have to do like me. You can put it anywhere on the screen that you like your mobility skills, which is completely fine. So on this class I have, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Dust Devil. What else do we have? We have the shift space, right? This one. And then Sidewinder, this one. So we can also press RMB, doing, so we can shift and then like that. So now what we want to do is we're gonna type Dust Devil. Trailblaze. forgot what numbers I put up there. Oh yeah, 9 and sidewinder. Like so. So this is just shift directional. So just scroll down here. Is it dust devil? What is that? That's F. This you can also add to quick slot if you want, so you can try it out to see how that goes. So this is what we will do, like here. So you see shift, shift space, and then as you can see, we have that up again. And then I have my mobility down here, right? And then you have cube lock as well. So now I'm starting to learn the basics of this class, which is pretty good. And that's about it really. So I have my ammo here now. I like to put my, if there's any kind of gorge on the class, I like to put it on the left side here. Then on top of that, you also have your skill cooldown. I usually put around here. So you can see I'm trying to make a square around my current screen. Like so. Right? Then I don't like my buffs like right here. I will put my buffs here. I'll put my stamina like here. So let's see if we can find the HP bar, because we can actually remove that as well. Oh, it's up there, right? You are supposed to be able to that's your quick slot bar. Okay, chat. Why can I not find the HP? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's actually a setting as well, if I'm not mistaken. Like so. But I usually had my HP bar down here, but you can also, you have it also on top like that. It's fine. So now you see I have my whole combo. This is also the 100%, right? I can do this. Right. I go in, I hit this. Now you can use the mobility up here, like because you're going to the next pack, right? And then you already figured out that WRMB is a mobility skill and WF is a mobility skill, right? So now we just play around with this, right? So now I'm going to do my skill add-ons. And how do we do this? So skill add-ons is like extra effects. So you want to find a skill instructor here. So now we go and talk to this guy. He's a skill instructor. And we put the skill add-ons. What is important is that you want to put add-ons on the abilities that you are primarily using. So in this case, I am going to put on quick draw here. You can just skip the animation. I don't know what the hell that is. Why is there even an animation for that? You see WRMA, which was kind of like our opening. So we also, I'm just following the guide here. And as I learn and understand my class here, I will over time adjust things to how I think it should be. or maybe I'm just satisfied with the guide. Remember, nothing is set in stone in this game, guys, because the combos should change depending on the spot that you are in. The combos should be adjusted also to your playstyle, and there's a lot of things that goes into it. Obviously, there are some things that will just be the best thing to do, but there are no the best build for anything in this game. At least that's my experience. So you don't need to worry too much about that. And then Mayhem as the last one here. I can see that these add-ons might be a bit outdated, but it's fine. I'm just gonna go with this because it worked for him, so it might work for me as well, right? So there we go. So this is the one we're gonna go with. Now you're probably wondering, what does you see? Nothing happens when you use all these abilities, right? But when you go out, so let me find them up really quickly. And this is where you can start practicing your movement as well. So there should be, right, so you can see here, you see, now this is the add-on. So now, because I hit a monster with these abilities, I get the skill add-ons from it. So I get attack speed and crit rate, right? So that's pretty nice. See, I hit it again, and you can just keep doing that over and over, as long as the ability is on cooldown. Great. So now I have gamov.com open on my second monitor as well. So what I do is on gamov.com, you go and find the global grind tracker. And then you just click best grind spots. Then we want to click our total AP here, right? So we're just gonna say, like, let's say 640-ish. Right. So let's see if I say 650. No. Let's see if I say 6. Let's say if what says if 670. It's still the same, right? So in our case, we should probably just farm polyforest for now. And you want to do that until you upgrade your gear as well, because that's how the game works. And you can use that same grind tracker. I'll show you here how it works. I'll drag it in. So let me put my total AP. I will say 650, for example. You can see here the different spots. You cannot rely on it being nighttime, so that's ridiculous. So the two spots you can grind here are Gahaz Bandits and Polyforest, whichever you prefer, really. I prefer Polyforest because the mobs are a bit closer to each other. I just like that more if I had to. So yeah, that's all you want to do, guys. Then when you upgrade your gear, let's say, then you go 750, then you can see the next spot you want to grind, right? Oh, you upgraded your gear again, right? And it will keep showing you new spots. The spots will give more money. Let's say if I get 900, okay, like so. And you just keep going, for example. Remember, total AP is different than normal AP. So normal AP has brackets. So if you get 2 normal AP, that might be like 20 total AP. But what you want to do right now is that you want to go and do these quests. So we get, as you can see here, real survival basics. These ones you want to do because these ones you can use to make a pin accessory that gives you, I think, 18 AP. I will show you how to do that in the next one. But subjugate some monsters and some Dark Rift bosses will give you some Composure. Then we get the Pen Black Star the moment we get the weapon upgraded. And we get a Tri Boss Armor the moment we get that upgraded. And we get a Karasat accessory the moment we get that upgraded. And that's all gonna cost money, right? So the main idea here is that now you see the dark rift bosses, they're here, right? So they're shown on your map. Let's find the closest one. So that's the closest one. So now I'm gonna go and kill all the dark rift bosses. I will just speed up the process, and then I will go down to Polyforest, and that's where we will grind. So let's see how long time we put in this today. We spent half an hour, so I can grind like half an hour as well, which is great, right? And then my day is over pretty much. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. Now there's no more quests or whatever. Now it's just grinding and adventure journals. I recommend that you do these quests first, where you get the armor piece and the accessory piece to deck, and then you learn your class like this. And that also in the meantime should give you like 50 hours and 100 hours, so that should give you 4 billion, which should be hopefully enough to upgrade your deck to Vala. If not, just keep grinding. The main thing you want to remember when you're grinding is that you want to how can I say, you want to always remember your horse. And I will show you down at the grind spot, but you go up to your horse and click F6, and then you can put like items in like this, right? Let's say you get more items and you cannot put them in, then you take all the items out and then you put them back in, right? I will show you down at Polyforest how to do it. So now I will speed up the video. I'll see you down at Polyforest, and I'll just do this one boss here. Alright, see you down there. Okay, so now we have reached Polyforest. Here you can just enter the money realm because it makes things a little bit easier. I will link a guide below on how to do Polyforest, but it is pretty simple. It's not too complicated. You just go around here in circles. Polyforest will limit you to where you can kind of go. So, if that makes sense, it will kind of like, you're not allowed to go here, right? So you can just go like that. So you can see here, this combo that I got is a lot more stationary, so it doesn't work super well for Polyforest. This is what I'm talking about. Then you need to adapt according to the spot. How good is your gear, right? So here I found that I'm just one-shotting everything, right? So I want to use something that has mobility and damage at the same time, because I'm just killing it, right? If you end up, then you save the mobility between the packs, right? Like so. And now I don't have any more and I can just go like over here. So if you end up not having a mobility with damage, then you use a mobility without damage, and then you use some kind of AoE when you reach the peg. So the way you can do that is, for example, so I can do WRMB, that's a damage, right? Then I can do WF, that's a damage and moving, so damage and moving again, damage and moving again, right? Here I still have damage and moving, I still have damage and moving. So now I don't have damage and moving. So now I can like use some kind of AoE. I used my slide, so this one doesn't do damage, right? Now I have my damage and moving again. I have my damage and moving, right? So, and you just keep going like this. And then the more you practice, the more you learn, and yeah. So now that we are here, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your pit out. So your pits are here. We should get some feed, whatever. Guess not. So you're probably wondering, should you spend money on this game? Well, now you reach the point where I feel like this is a good decision for you to make. You can continue the game as free to play. You have to understand that you will struggle a bit more, but the game will give you a lot of free stuff over months or years. So eventually you will end up with the same stuff that other people have. A lot of stuff you can also grind in the game, but it's tedious and gonna take a long time. What I recommend is that you buy the season pass and then you make another season character. I have a guide on how to power level it. I will also make a guide on that. And then I don't know about the tent. We need to research that. But otherwise I would recommend the tent as well. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. That's all I really recommend. The reason the season pass is pretty good to buy is because it gives a lot of free stuff. Well, it's not free, you paid for it, right? But it gives you like a costume, it gives you some, I think it also gives you a pet and some mates and some, like it gives you a lot of the stuff that you really need or are missing. So yeah, that's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, before I leave, that I will put guides below in the description, okay? So, see you in the next one.
Bye.